Okay, guys, one more time. I just wanted to talk a minute about another thing that I'm doing here is what I'm trying to do is demystify things. I think the human condition for a very long time has been spent breaking things down and making them more and more mystical. And when the religions stopped doing it, science took over. And they made it way more complicated than it needs to be. When you start pulling back, although the complexity of it all can seem rather overwhelming, the actual discussion, actual how it's put together is really layer upon layer upon layer of the same thing done over and over and over again. So in one regard, it's very simple. That once you understand how that original thing is made, then you just multiply it again and again and again and again. As above, so below. That's what that means. And that doesn't just mean in a mystical sort of way. That means in every sort of way. So what I'm trying to do is demystify things. I want to demystify as much as I can in my answers to your questions and in things that I talk about. So I want to simplify them for you. I want you to learn to trust that they're not as complex as you've been led to believe by anybody, by yourselves, by science, by the medical field, by government, by religions of all kinds. It's really simple. It really is. If you just give yourselves a chance to really believe. Just believe. Because you can get this. It's not as hard as you think it is. And when you back out and whenever you get it, you're going to, as my daughter says, facepalm moment. You're going to go facepalm moment. You're going, I cannot believe I didn't get that. I cannot believe I didn't see that. Because they are so, it's just layer upon layer upon layer. But if you don't get how everything is done, that simple form, if you keep asking the questions from the outside in instead of the inside out, it can seem overwhelming. And I get a lot of questions that way, that you're trying to look at it the way you've been taught to look at it, to be honest. That's the only way you know to look at it. And the only way that I can get you to trust yourselves is give you some answers and hopefully trigger your memories so that you'll start trusting yourself in something, in anything, in some regard of anything I have to say. It just takes you remembering, a spark of you remembering one small thing that will just cause an avalanche of memories. That's how it works. But the walls are up so high, and I know I built the tallest one of all, so I get it. I hear you. I understand you. Seriously, I had to die to get through to me. I'm that stubborn. My daughter tells me it wasn't a brick that fell on my head. I had to have the whole wall dropped on my head to get the message. So I understand. I get you. But I'm just going to keep throwing things out there, and hopefully it will help trigger that memory that makes it all come flowing back. And when it does, just everything feels better. Unbelievably better. When you're not relying on anyone else or anything else, that you just know. And when you just know, and you can walk through life with that knowing, then things are just easier. They're just easier. And this is a tough gig here. It's just easier. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Huge hugs. I love you all, and I'll talk soon. Oh, wait a minute. Where's Akira? Akira. Come here. Look, Akira's pink now. And don't freak out. I just threw some completely natural, safe stuff in her bath water. Okay? It'll all wear off. She'll be fine. And she can lick it. It's actually probably be good for her. since it's berry based. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.